All right, that's a question which I will take to the opposition, Mr. Sinha. But, it's all, I appreciate that you quote me, but then, sir, it's a question that I asked you, which you answered it, that you think that there could be an invitation which goes out, because if there is an invitation that goes out and if the president or even the vice president is in attendance at this momentous occasion, sir, then it would be unconstitutional that the Prime Minister inaugurates the building. Therefore, my question, do you not think odd that the head of the Parliament and the Vice President who presides over one of the houses not be in attendance when this momentous occasion or historic occasion actually takes place?
Let me come back to what you said. The first session of the Parliament would probably see the presence of the Honourable President, would have a speech from her. But a Parliament building is different from the Parliament per se. And I think the Congress needs to understand this gap. And secondly, I think, before questioning on this, the Congress needs to apologize for the way they have been insulting the President right at the time that she was being elected. Statements like, she belonging to representing evil philosophy, Rashtrapatni, have they forgotten all of that? I think they need to grow up. The boycott culture for a momentous occasion like this is unacceptable in Indian egos. And that this is precisely the reason why the Congress
I would reckon, the Congress needs to understand this is really not about the president being a woman, being a tribal, being an Adivasi, being a Dalit or anything like that. It's just the constitutional post of the president. That's it. And that's where the debate needs to end. But having said that, I want to bring in Riju Datta from the TMC. Riju Datta, what is the issue? Is it that the opposition is banding together because it's anti-Modi? Because a lot of people are reading exactly that. You might boycott the inauguration of this building, but you're going to enter this building when the first session starts. So what's the point?
Preeti, my first question to your viewers is, on this historic momentous occasion when a new parliament is being inaugurated, who made it a political mudslinging match? It is the BJP. The custodian of the constitution is the president. The order of precedence says the president is the head. The president, calls the joint parliamentary session. So by all means, it is the president who should have inaugurated. The problem is BJP, in their desperate need for sycophancy for Mr. Modi, has turned this momentous occasion into a band baja barat inaugural.
No, Riju Datta, I will correct you again. For all practical purposes, maybe, like I said, you can attach a value judgment on it, but you cannot call it constitutionally illegal. The Prime Minister is well within his right as the executive to invite himself to inaugurate a parliament building. It's known to have happened before multiple times since 1957.
My question is this. If the Narendra Modi Stadium in Motera could have been inaugurated by the then President of India, then why can't the parliament be inaugurated by the president? The question is, when the foundation stone was laid, the then president, Ramnath Kovind, was not invited. When it is inaugurated now, the president, Draupadi Murmuji, is not inaugurated. So they will nominate the presidents, but they will not pay respects to the Dalits and the Adivasis. My question here is, this is a temple of democracy. They are talking about we are insulting the temple of democracy. Now, my straightforward questions to your viewers. How many times Narendra Modi ji has answered a question in the parliament in the last 9 years? 7 times. How many minutes does it take to pass a bill by the BJP now? 11 minutes.
No,
how many ordinances
we'll get down to that.
So
Riju Datta, may I, sir, with due regard, that's a debate for later, not right now.